There is a pivotal moment in life when you stand on the edge of a decision, unsure of which way to turn. You sense the weight of the choice before you, knowing that one path could lead to greater blessings, while the other may carry consequences you aren't yet ready to face. Right now, you are at that crossroads, and the mistake you are about to make might seem small, but its impact could ripple through your life in ways you can't yet comprehend. I am here to show you the truth before you take a step too far. I see what lies ahead, both the snares and the opportunities, and I urge you to pause, to reflect, and to seek my guidance before you make a decision that could shift the course of your life. Often, the mistakes we make are not born out of malice, but out of ignorance or haste. You may feel pressure to act, to move quickly, believing that time is slipping through your fingers. But I tell you this, time is in my hands, and I control its flow. There is no rush that I cannot stop, no delay that I cannot redeem. Trust me when I say that waiting for my voice, for my direction, is far better than rushing ahead into a mistake you cannot easily undo. So do not make this choice without consulting me, for I know the way, and I have the wisdom that will save you from regret. The mistake you're about to make is not final if you choose to listen now. Even in this moment, as you stand on the brink of a wrong turn, I am extending my hand to you. Do not think that I will leave you to face the consequences alone if you fall. But why fall at all when I am offering you a better way? I am calling you to open your heart and hear my voice, for it is soft but sure, and it will guide you away from what could harm you. You are never alone, and I am always ready to show you a higher path, a way filled with light and truth. Doubt creeps in quietly, like a shadow that stretches just before nightfall. It whispers questions into your mind, making you second-guess the choices that lie before you. This is the moment of doubt that so often precedes a critical decision. It is natural to feel uncertain, to wonder whether you are capable of making the right choice or whether you might fail. But know this, doubt does not come from me. I am not the author of confusion. I bring clarity, wisdom, and peace, and if you seek me, I will remove the fog that surrounds your heart and mind. In this moment of doubt, the enemy will try to take advantage of your uncertainty. He will magnify your fears, pointing to your past mistakes and convincing you that you are unworthy of making a choice that leads to life and blessing. But I see beyond your past. I see your potential, your future, and I have already made a way for you to walk in the fullness of who you are meant to be. Do not let doubt hold you captive. Instead, take this moment as an invitation to come closer to me, to ask for the wisdom that only I can give. For I will never leave you in a place of uncertainty without offering you a clear path forward. This is not the time to let doubt reign in your heart. Yes, the choice before you may seem overwhelming, and the consequences may appear daunting, but I am with you. I am the God who parts seas and moves mountains. No decision is too difficult when you place it in my hands. So surrender your doubt and allow me to replace it with faith. Trust that I am guiding you even now, that my spirit is whispering the truth into your heart. Listen closely, for I will show you the way, and in my presence doubt will flee. Deep within your soul, there is a voice that speaks, a gentle, persistent whisper that you sometimes overlook. This is my voice, the voice of your Creator, urging you to take notice, to heed the warnings I am placing in your spirit. This voice is not one of condemnation or fear, but of love and concern. I speak because I see the whole picture. I see the dangers ahead that you cannot yet perceive. I know the traps that have been set along the path, and I am trying to protect you from them. That inner nudge you feel, that tug on your heart, is my way of guiding you back to safety. Often, the world around you is loud, filled with distractions that drown out my still, small voice. You may think that what you're hearing is just your own thoughts, your own worries. But pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this not me speaking to you? I have placed my spirit within you to be your guide, your constant counselor. When you feel unrest, when your heart stirs with discomfort over a decision you are about to make, do not dismiss it. This is my voice calling you to stop and reconsider, to look again at the path you are walking. Listen carefully, for my voice will always lead you to peace, even when the decision is difficult. The path I am guiding you on may not always be the easiest, but it is the one that leads to life, to abundance, to freedom. Ignore the voice of doubt, ignore the pull of temptation, and focus on the quiet assurance I am giving you. You are not meant to walk blindly, nor are you expected to navigate these choices alone. I am here, always speaking, always guiding. All you need to do is listen, and I will show you the way. As you stand at the crossroads, you see before you two paths stretching in different directions. One may seem easier, smoother, and more inviting, while the other appears narrow, steep, and fraught with challenges. In this moment of decision, your heart wavers, unsure which road to take. You feel the tension between what looks convenient and what feels right deep within you. This is no ordinary choice. This is a pivotal moment in your life. The path you choose will determine not just the next step, but many steps to come. I am here, right beside you, gently pointing you toward the path that leads to true fulfillment. The wide path often promises quick success, instant gratification, and the illusion of ease. But do not be deceived by appearances. I see what lies hidden along that way: snares, false promises, and distractions that will slowly pull you away from the destiny I have prepared for you. The narrow path, though it may seem harder at first, is the one that leads to life. It is the path where I walk with you, guiding you through every challenge, strengthening you with each step. It may be steep, but the reward is great. I have placed treasures along this road that you cannot yet see. Trust me when I say that I know what is best for you, even when the choice feels difficult, even when the easier road calls to you. Remember that my ways are higher than your ways. I see the beginning and the end, and I will never lead you astray. So choose wisely, not based on what your eyes see, but on what your heart knows to be true. Follow my voice, and you will find peace, strength, and joy beyond measure. I am always speaking to you, always placing signs before you to guide your steps. Yet, how often do you miss them in the rush of life? I have not left you to wander blindly, but instead, I am constantly directing you with markers along the way. These signs can come in many forms: an inner stirring, a scripture that resonates deeply, a word of encouragement from someone who crosses your path at just the right time. These are not coincidences. These are my fingerprints on your journey, guiding you toward the path of righteousness and life. Some signs are bold and unmistakable, while others are quiet whispers meant to stir your spirit. Do not overlook the subtle ways I communicate with you. That moment of peace you feel when considering a difficult decision, that sudden clarity in the middle of confusion. These are signs that I am leading you. I am not a distant God, unconcerned with your daily choices. I am intimately involved, and I care about every step you take. My desire is for you to see the road ahead clearly, but you must open your heart and eyes to notice my hand at work. The world may tell you to trust only what you can see and touch, but I am calling you to trust in my divine guidance. My signs are everywhere, and if you seek me, you will find them. I am constantly showing you the way, not to control your choices, but to protect and bless you. Pay attention to the signs I place before you, for they are given out of my great love for you. In a world filled with noise, it can be hard to know which way to go. Many voices will offer you advice, opinions, and directions, but not all will lead you toward the light. So how do you identify the true direction, the one that aligns with my perfect will for your life? The answer lies in your relationship with me. The more you seek my presence, the more you will recognize my voice amidst the chaos. My direction will always bring you peace, even if the path seems challenging. It will align with my word, for I am unchanging, and my truth is eternal. One way to discern the true path is through the fruit it bears. Choices that lead you closer to me, that bring peace, joy, and a deep sense of purpose, are signs that you are walking in the right direction. On the other hand, paths that fill your heart with confusion, anxiety, and disconnection from me are indicators that you are straying from my will. I do not lead my children into despair or fear, but into life and light. If you are uncertain, bring your doubts to me. I will never leave you in the dark, for I delight in revealing my plans to those who seek me with a sincere heart. Trust in the guidance of my Spirit, for he was sent to lead you into all truth. When you are faced with a choice and unsure of the direction, pause and listen to the stillness of my voice. It will not shout or force its way, but it will come as a gentle assurance, a quiet confidence that you are walking in my will. The true direction may not always be the most obvious or the easiest, but it is the one that leads to life, purpose, and the fullness of my promises. The wrong choice may seem small at first, but its consequences can ripple far beyond what you imagine. There is a reason I warn you, a reason I place caution in your spirit when you are about to step off the path I have prepared for you. The danger of making the wrong choice is not only in the immediate result, but in how it shapes your future. Every choice sets in motion a series of events, and when you choose outside of my will, you may find yourself walking further and further away from the blessings I intended for you. Do not underestimate the power of a single decision. It can open doors to either life or destruction. The enemy is always seeking to divert you, to lead you down paths that seem harmless but are filled with traps designed to steal your peace, your joy, and your purpose. The wrong choice may even look good on the surface, offering temporary satisfaction or relief, but underneath it lies emptiness. That is why I urge you to be vigilant, to seek me first in all things, and to allow my wisdom to guide you. I am not trying to keep you from happiness or fulfillment. On the contrary, I am leading you toward a life of true abundance. But you must trust that I know what is best for you, even when the world offers you shortcuts. The danger of the wrong choice is real, but my grace is greater. Even if you have made mistakes in the past, I can redeem them. But today I ask you to choose wisely, to listen to my voice, and to walk in the way that leads to life. In moments of difficulty or delay, the temptation to take a shortcut often presents itself. It whispers to you that there's an easier way, that you don't have to endure the waiting or the struggle. But I warn you, the shortcut may bypass the very lessons, growth, and blessings I have prepared for you along the way. The enemy uses this temptation to lure you off the path I've set before you, offering a counterfeit version of the fulfillment you seek. It may seem enticing at first, but shortcuts are rarely what they appear to be. Taking the shortcut may lead to immediate gratification, but at what cost? It often comes at the price of integrity, peace, and alignment with my will. I see the long view, and I know that the journey I have designed for you is meant to shape you, to refine your heart, and to prepare you for the greater things that are coming. When you try to rush ahead, you miss out on these vital moments of preparation. You may arrive quicker, but you won't be ready to handle the fullness of what I have for you. Remember, I am not just interested in your destination. I care deeply about your journey. The process is where your faith is strengthened, where your character is formed, and where you learn to trust me fully. So resist the temptation to take the easy way out. Trust in my timing, for it is perfect, and know that every step you take in obedience brings you closer to the promises I have made to you. Do not be deceived by the allure of shortcuts, for my path, though longer at times, leads to eternal joy. Before you make a choice, especially when the pressure is mounting and time feels short, I call you to pause. Do not rush into decisions when your spirit feels unsettled, for haste often leads to mistakes. When you feel the urgency to act quickly, that is the moment to stop, to breathe, and to reflect. I am a God of order and peace, not of confusion or haste. When you are in alignment with me, even urgent decisions can be made with calm and clarity. But if you move too quickly without seeking my wisdom, you may find yourself veering off course. Pausing to reflect is not a sign of weakness or indecision. It is a sign of wisdom. It shows that you trust me enough to wait for my direction, rather than relying solely on your own understanding. When you take the time to reflect, you allow my Spirit to speak into your situation, to reveal things you may not have seen in your hurry. This is how I protect you from pitfalls that are not immediately visible. I do not want you to stumble or be led astray by the pressures of the world. Instead, I want to guide you into decisions that bring peace, growth, and alignment with my purpose. Reflection is a gift I offer you. It is a moment to realign your heart with mine, to quiet the noise of the world and hear my voice clearly. In those quiet moments, I will reveal what you need to know, and I will give you the wisdom to move forward confidently. So, when you feel the urgency to act, remember to pause. Trust in my timing, and allow me to show you the way that leads to life. That restlessness you feel is not to be ignored. It is a sign that your spirit is not at peace with the direction you are considering. Restlessness is my way of getting your attention, of alerting you that something is not right. Do not mistake this discomfort as something to push through or disregard. Instead, lean into it and ask me what I am trying to show you. I do not place restlessness in your heart without reason. It is a signal that the path you are considering may lead you away from my will, and I am calling you to stop and listen. In moments of restlessness, the world may tell you to keep pushing forward, to silence your discomfort with distractions or quick fixes, but I ask you to do the opposite. I ask you to come to me, to seek my wisdom, and to allow me to calm the storm inside you. I am the God of peace, and when you are walking in my will, your heart will reflect that peace, even in challenging times. So if you find yourself unsettled, it is time to pause and seek me. I will reveal what needs to be addressed, whether it is a wrong decision, a need for correction, or simply a call to trust me more deeply. Restlessness is a gift if you choose to see it as such. It is my way of keeping you from making decisions that will harm you or lead you away from the blessings I have in store. Do not fear this feeling, but use it as a prompt to draw closer to me. When you bring your restlessness before me, I will exchange it for peace, and you will know the right path to take. In the quiet moments of your journey, when you feel alone or uncertain, know that I am beside you. Even when my voice seems silent, my presence is never absent. I walk with you through every decision, every challenge, and every moment of doubt. I am the God who never leaves nor forsakes my children. You may not always feel my presence in a tangible way, but I am always near, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you forward. In the stillness, if you open your heart, you will sense me there, as close as your own breath. There are times when my silence is intentional, not because I have left you, but because I am teaching you to trust me, even when you cannot hear me clearly. Silence does not mean abandonment. It is an opportunity for you to lean into faith, to remember that I am faithful, even when the path is unclear. I see the full picture, and I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail for your good. Trust in my presence, even when you cannot see or feel it as strongly as before. I am with you, always. In these silent moments, I am inviting you to go deeper, to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. You may not always need words. Sometimes my presence alone is enough. I am your constant companion, your guide, and your strength. You are never alone. And as you walk forward, even when the way is hard, know that I am beside you, steadying your steps and lighting your path. Prayer is not just an act of speaking, it is an invitation to listen deeply. I long to have a conversation with you, not one where you simply present your requests, but one where you also receive my wisdom and guidance. In the busyness of life, it is easy to pray quickly and move on, but I'm calling you to a deeper place. I am asking you to linger in my presence, to quiet your mind, and to listen for my voice. It is in the stillness, in the silence of your heart, that I will speak most clearly. When you come to me in prayer, come with an open heart, ready not just to talk, but to receive. I have much to say to you, much to reveal about the path ahead, but you must be willing to listen, to set aside distractions, and to make space for my voice. Prayer is a two-way conversation, and I desire for you to hear the words of life I am speaking over you. There are answers you seek, direction you need, and I am ready to give them to you, but it requires that you come with a heart prepared to listen. Deep listening requires patience and faith. You may not hear my voice immediately, But do not be discouraged. I speak in many ways, sometimes through a gentle whisper, sometimes through circumstances, and sometimes through the wisdom of others. Be attentive to how I am speaking, for I am always communicating with you. In prayer, you will find the answers you seek, the direction you need, and the peace that comes from knowing you are walking in alignment with my will. My word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. It is through my scriptures that I reveal my heart, my will, and my plans for your life. When you seek direction, turn to my word, for it is alive and active, speaking into your circumstances with timeless truth. I have given you my word as a guide, not just for the big decisions, but for your daily walk. In it, you will find wisdom, comfort, and clear direction. It is through my word that I speak most directly, and it will never lead you astray. There is power in immersing yourself in Scripture. The more you read and meditate on it, the more you will recognize my voice in your life. When you are faced with difficult choices, my word will bring clarity. It will remind you of my promises, my character, and my unchanging love for you. It is a foundation upon which you can stand, even when the world around you shifts. Do not neglect the gift of my word, for in it is the key to understanding my will for your life. If you seek guidance, start with my word. In it, you will find the principles that lead to life, peace, and wisdom. It will align your heart with mine, helping you discern the right path. And as you study it, I will speak to you through its pages, confirming the direction I have for you. Trust in the power of my word, for it is a living testament of my love and guidance for you. Patience is not simply the act of waiting. It is an expression of trust in my timing. When you are patient, you acknowledge that my ways are higher than yours, and that I see what you cannot. I know that waiting can be difficult, especially when you desire immediate answers or resolution. But I assure you, patience brings wisdom. It allows you to see things clearly, to make decisions from a place of peace rather than haste. The wisdom that comes from patience is a gift I offer you, if you are willing to slow down and trust that I am at work. In your waiting, I am shaping you. I am preparing you for the blessings ahead, and I am aligning circumstances in ways you cannot yet see. Patience is not passive, it is active faith. It is trusting that while you wait, I am working all things together for your good. When you rush ahead, you may miss what I am doing in the present moment. But when you wait patiently, you allow me to unfold my plans in their perfect time, bringing clarity and understanding that only comes with maturity. The world will tell you that waiting is a waste, that you must act now or miss out. But I tell you, there is wisdom in waiting on me. Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Trust in my timing, and you will find that the waiting was not in vain, but was preparing you for something far greater than you could have imagined. Time is one of the tools I use to reveal my plans to you. In your human understanding, time often feels like a limitation, something that is slipping away or that you must fight against. But in my hands, time is an instrument of revelation. I use it to unfold my will in stages, allowing you to grow, learn, and mature along the way. There are things that can only be revealed with the passing of time, and I ask you to trust that each moment is part of my divine plan for your life. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, so too do my plans take time to come to fruition. You may not understand why things are unfolding at the pace they are, but I assure you, I am not late. I am never behind schedule, nor do I delay without purpose. Time is a canvas upon which I paint my masterpiece in your life. Each season, each moment, has its purpose. Some seasons are for planting, others for growing, and still others for harvesting. Trust that I know the perfect timing for each. When you feel impatient or frustrated with the pace of your journey, remember that I am using time to bring about the fullness of my will. There are lessons to be learned in every moment, and I am revealing more to you as you walk forward. Time is not your enemy, it is a gift. Trust in me, and you will see that what seems like delay is actually my perfect plan unfolding in its proper time. Within you, there is often a struggle between what seems logical and what you feel deeply. This inner battle between reason and emotion can make decisions difficult, leaving you torn and unsure. But know this: I have given you both reason and emotion as tools to guide you, yet they must be surrendered to me. When you rely solely on one or the other, you may find yourself unbalanced. Reason without my wisdom can lead to cold, calculated decisions that lack compassion. Emotion without discernment can pull you toward choices that feel right in the moment, but lead to regret. I am the God of balance, and I desire to bring harmony between your heart and mind. When you submit both to me, I will align them with my will. Your reason will be sharpened by my wisdom, and your emotions will be grounded in my truth. I do not ask you to ignore one in favor of the other. Instead, I ask you to bring both before me, so that I can guide you with clarity and peace. The inner battle can be resolved when you trust that I am the source of both your thoughts and your feelings. The decisions you face do not have to be made in confusion or conflict. I am offering you peace, a peace that surpasses understanding, one that will guard both your heart and your mind. Bring your reason, bring your emotions, and lay them before me. I will show you how to move forward in balance, trusting that I am guiding every part of you toward the path of life. The world offers many promises of security, wealth, status, comfort, and control. These things can seem appealing, giving you a sense of stability and peace. But I tell you, the security the world offers is fleeting, built on a foundation that will not last. When you place your trust in the things of this world, you are building on shifting sand. The false security the world offers may give you temporary comfort, but it will not sustain you in times of trial. Only I can offer you the true security that comes from an unshakable foundation. The world will tell you that you need more possessions, more achievements, more control over your circumstances. But I tell you, true security comes not from having more, but from trusting in me. I am the rock upon which you can build your life, and when the storms come, you will not be shaken. Do not be deceived by the false promises of security that the world offers. They are illusions, distractions meant to pull you away from the true source of peace and stability. I offer you a security that is eternal, one that is not dependent on circumstances or possessions. When you place your trust in me, you will find a peace that cannot be taken from you, no matter what the world around you may do. Build your life on me, and you will stand firm through every trial, every storm. My promises are true, and my security is everlasting. When you ignore the signs I place before you, you risk walking down a path that leads to pain, confusion, and regret. I do not give warnings lightly, nor do I place signs in your life without purpose. I see what you cannot, and my desire is always to protect you, to guide you away from harm and toward life. When you choose to ignore my signs, you are choosing to trust in your own understanding, rather than in my infinite wisdom. The consequences of this can be far-reaching, affecting not only your own life but the lives of those around you. Ignoring my signs often leads to frustration and confusion. You may find yourself struggling against obstacles that could have been avoided, wondering why things are not going as you planned. But I tell you, these difficulties are not because I have abandoned you, but because you have stepped off the path I prepared for you. I am still with you, even when you ignore my guidance. But the road will be harder when you do not follow the direction I am giving. It is never too late to turn back, to return to the path I have for you. Even if you have ignored my signs in the past, my grace is sufficient to bring you back to where you need to be. But do not continue to ignore my voice. I am calling you to heed the signs I place before you, for they are given out of love, out of a desire to see you walk in the fullness of the life I have for you. Choose today to listen, and you will find that I am ready to guide you back to the way of peace. When you make a mistake that could have been prevented, the weight of regret can be heavy. You may look back and wonder how things could have been different, how much pain could have been avoided if you had only heeded my warnings. But I want you to know, even in the aftermath of a preventable mistake, I am still with you. I do not leave you to deal with the consequences alone. My grace is sufficient to redeem even the darkest of circumstances, and I am always ready to bring healing and restoration. The enemy will try to use your mistakes to fill you with shame and guilt, to convince you that you are unworthy of my love or that you have strayed too far to return. But I tell you, nothing can separate you from my love. Even when you have made choices that lead to pain, I am still your Father, and I am always working to bring good out of what was meant for harm. Do not dwell in the regret of the past. Instead, come to me, and I will lift the burden of guilt from your shoulders. Mistakes, even preventable ones, are not the end of your story. They are opportunities for growth, for learning, and for deepening your trust in me. I am a God of redemption, and I specialize in turning brokenness into beauty. So if you find yourself in the aftermath of a preventable mistake, do not despair. Bring your heart to me, and I will bring healing, restoration, and a new beginning. Even in the midst of your mistake, I am there to rescue you. You may feel as though you have fallen too far, that the consequences of your actions are too great to overcome. But I tell you, there is no pit too deep, no mistake too great that my hand cannot reach. I am the God who rescues, who redeems, and who restores. When you call out to me, even from the depths of your regret, I am faithful to answer. I will pull you out of the darkness and set your feet back on solid ground. You may wonder if you deserve my rescue, if you are worthy of a second chance. But my love for you is not based on what you deserve. It is based on who I am. I am merciful, gracious, and slow to anger. I do not rescue you because you have earned it, but because I love you. When you turn to me, I am always ready to bring you back into the fullness of life. Your mistake does not define you. My love does. Do not be afraid to cry out to me, even if you feel that you are the cause of your own suffering. I am not here to condemn you, but to save you. I will bring healing to your heart, restoration to your circumstances, and I will guide you forward into a new chapter of your life. Trust in my rescue, for I am the God who makes all things new. There is great power in genuine repentance. When you come to me with a heart that is truly sorry, not just for the consequences of your actions, but for the way your choices have strayed from my will, I respond with mercy and grace. Repentance is more than just saying you are sorry. It is a turning of your heart back toward me. It is an acknowledgement that my ways are higher and that you desire to walk in them once again. When you repent, you open the door for me to bring healing, restoration, and transformation into your life. Repentance is not a one-time act, but a lifestyle of humility and surrender. It is the recognition that you are human, that you will make mistakes, but that you do not have to be defined by them. When you repent, you release the weight of guilt and shame, and you allow my grace to fill the places that were once broken. I am always ready to forgive, always ready to welcome you back with open arms. There is no sin too great that my forgiveness cannot cover. Genuine repentance leads to genuine change. It allows me to reshape your heart, to align your desires with mine. When you repent, you are not just asking for forgiveness, you are inviting me to transform you from the inside out, and I am faithful to do so. Repentance is the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with grace, peace, and a renewed sense of purpose. So come to me with a heart that is open and willing, and watch how I will work in your life. After repentance comes reconciliation. I am always ready to guide you back to the right path, no matter how far you have strayed. The moment you turn your heart back to me, I begin to realign your steps, to bring you back into alignment with my will. Reconciliation is a process, but it is one that is filled with grace. You do not have to walk this path alone. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you, supporting you, and helping you to walk in the fullness of life I have prepared for you. Reconciliation is not just about making things right. It is about restoring the relationship between you and me. When you return to the right path, you are not just following a set of rules. You are walking in fellowship with me. I desire intimacy with you, a relationship built on trust, love, and obedience. As you reconcile with the path I have for you, you will find that your relationship with me deepens, and your heart will begin to align more closely with mine. The right path may not always be the easiest, but it is the path that leads to life, joy, and peace. As you walk in reconciliation with me, you will begin to see the fruit of your obedience. Doors will open, opportunities will arise, and you will experience the blessings I have stored up for you. Reconciliation with the right path is the key to walking in the fullness of your purpose, and I am here to guide you every step of the way. You may feel that because you have strayed from the path, I have abandoned you, but I tell you this: I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even when you wander, even when you make choices that lead you away from my will, I am still with you. My love for you is steadfast, unchanging, and unconditional. I do not abandon my children, no matter how far they have strayed. I am always near, ready to guide you back, ready to restore what was lost. The enemy will try to convince you that you are too far gone, that I have turned my back on you because of your mistakes. But that is a lie. I am the God who seeks after the lost, who leaves the 99 to find the one. You are never beyond my reach, never outside of my love. Even in your darkest moments, I am there, calling you back to me, offering you the grace and forgiveness that you need. So do not believe the lie that I have abandoned you. I am closer than you think, and I am ready to lead you back to the path of life. All you need to do is turn to me, and I will show you the way. My love for you is unshakable, and I will never let you go. No matter how many times you have fallen or strayed, I am always offering you a new opportunity. My mercies are new every morning, and my grace is endless. When you come to me with a heart that is open and willing, I will always provide a way forward. I am not a God of condemnation, but a God of new beginnings. No matter what has happened in your past, I am ready to offer you a fresh start, a new chapter filled with hope, purpose, and my guidance. This new opportunity is a gift, but it requires that you trust in me. It requires that you let go of the past and step into the future I have prepared for you. Do not hold on to the mistakes of yesterday. Instead, embrace the new opportunity I am giving you today. I have great plans for your life, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future, but you must be willing to take the first step. I am always offering you a new opportunity, no matter how many times you have fallen. My grace is greater than your failures, and I am always ready to lead you into a new season of blessing. Trust in my love, trust in my plans, and know that the best is yet to come. In moments of confusion, when the path ahead seems unclear, my grace is your greatest strength. Divine grace is not just my favor, it is the power I give you to overcome obstacles, to make wise decisions, and to persevere through difficult circumstances. When you are confused, when you are unsure of what to do next, come to me and ask for my grace. I will pour it out abundantly, giving you the clarity, strength, and peace you need to move forward. My grace is sufficient for you, even in the most confusing of times. It will guide you when the way is unclear, and it will strengthen you when you feel weak. In moments of confusion, do not rely on your own understanding. Instead, lean on me, and I will direct your paths. My grace is the key to navigating life's uncertainties, and it is always available to you when you seek it. There is nothing too confusing or overwhelming for my grace. When you find yourself at a crossroads, unsure of which way to go, trust that my grace will lead you. I will make the crooked paths straight, and I will bring light to the darkness. In times of confusion, let my grace be your guide, and you will find peace in the midst of uncertainty. Every choice, even the wrong ones, can teach you valuable lessons. I am the God who can turn even your mistakes into opportunities for growth. When you reflect on the wrong choices you have made, do not see them as failures, but as lessons. I am always teaching, always guiding, even in your moments of weakness. The lessons learned through wrong choices are often the ones that shape you the most, that deepen your understanding of my will and my ways. I do not waste anything, not even your mistakes. When you bring your wrong choices to me, I will use them to refine you, to teach you, and to make you stronger. The pain of a wrong decision can lead to greater wisdom if you are willing to learn from it. Do not dwell on the regret of your past. Instead, ask me what I want to teach you through it. I am always working for your good, even when things do not go as planned. The lessons learned through wrong choices are not just for you. They are also for those around you. Your story, your journey, can become a testimony of my grace and redemption. So do not be afraid to learn from your mistakes, for I am using them to mold you into the person I created you to be. Every wrong choice can be redeemed, and every lesson learned can lead to greater wisdom and understanding. Spiritual wisdom is not something that comes overnight. It is built over time, through experience, through trial and error, through moments of victory and moments of failure. Each experience you go through, whether good or bad, is an opportunity for you to grow in wisdom. I am always teaching you, always guiding you, and as you walk with me, your spiritual wisdom will deepen. It is through the highs and lows of life that you learn to trust me more fully, to hear my voice more clearly, and to walk in greater obedience. Building spiritual wisdom requires humility. It requires that you acknowledge that you do not have all the answers, that you are in need of my guidance. It is through this humility that you will gain true wisdom, for I give wisdom to those who seek it. As you walk through life's challenges, you will begin to see my hand at work in every situation. You will learn to recognize my voice, to discern my will, and to make decisions that are in alignment with my purposes. Spiritual wisdom is a precious gift, and I desire to give it to you in abundance. But it requires that you walk closely with me, that you learn from each experience, and that you seek my wisdom above all else. As you grow in spiritual wisdom, you will find that your life becomes more aligned with my will, and that you are able to navigate life's challenges with peace, confidence, and grace. Discernment is one of the greatest gifts I offer you, and it comes through prayer. When you pray, you are not just speaking to me, you are also receiving my wisdom and insight. Prayer is the key to developing spiritual discernment, the ability to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong, between what is true and what is false, between what is my will and what is not. The more you pray, the more you will develop this gift of discernment, and the more you will be able to make wise decisions. Discernment is not something you can develop on your own. It is a gift from my Spirit. As you spend time in prayer, I will sharpen your discernment, helping you to see things clearly, even when the situation is complex or confusing. When you pray, ask for discernment, and I will give it to you. I will show you the way forward, and I will help you to navigate the challenges of life with wisdom and clarity. Prayer is the foundation of discernment. It is through prayer that you align your heart with mine, that you tune your ear to hear my voice, and that you gain the insight you need to make decisions that are in alignment with my will. Do not underestimate the power of prayer, for it is through prayer that I will lead you, guide you, and give you the discernment you need to walk in wisdom. When you have strayed from the path I have for you, I do not abandon you. Instead, I gently redirect your steps, bringing you back to the way of life. I am always working to guide you, to lead you, and to keep you on the path that leads to my purposes for your life. Even when you take a wrong turn, I am there, ready to redirect you, ready to bring you back to where you need to be. My redirection is not a punishment, but an act of love, a way of protecting you and guiding you toward the fullness of life I have for you. I may use different methods to redirect you, sometimes through circumstances, sometimes through my word, sometimes through the advice of others. But I am always working to keep you on the path that leads to life. When you feel that your life is being redirected, do not resist it. Trust that I am at work, guiding you back to where you need to be. My plans for you are good, and my redirection is always for your benefit. When you allow me to redirect your path, you will find that even the detours were part of my plan. I am the God who works all things together for your good, and even when you have strayed, I am faithful to bring you back to the way of life. Trust in my redirection, for it is always motivated by my love for you. Trust is the foundation of your relationship with me. Without trust, it is impossible to move forward in the fullness of the life I have for you. When you trust me, you are saying that you believe in my goodness, in my faithfulness, and in my ability to lead you. Trust is not always easy, especially when the way ahead is unclear or when you are facing difficult circumstances. But I am asking you to trust me, even when you do not understand, even when the road is hard. Trust requires that you let go of control, that you surrender your plans, your fears, and your doubts to me. It requires that you believe that I know what is best for you, and that I am working all things together for your good. When you trust me, you will find peace, even in the midst of uncertainty. You will find strength, even when you feel weak, and you will find joy, even in the midst of trials. Moving forward requires trust. It requires that you step out in faith, even when you do not know what lies ahead. But I assure you, when you trust me, I will lead you to places you never thought possible. I will open doors that no one can shut, and I will make a way where there seems to be no way. Trust in me, and you will see that I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have made to you. I know that you fear making another mistake, especially after the pain of past failures. But I want you to know that fear is not from me. I am not the God of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. The fear of making another mistake can paralyze you, keeping you from stepping into the new opportunities I have for you. But I am calling you to overcome that fear, to trust that I am guiding you, and that even if you make another mistake, my grace is sufficient to redeem it. Do not let the fear of failure keep you from moving forward. I am with you, and I will guide you each step of the way. When you trust in me, you can step out in faith, knowing that I will catch you if you fall. Mistakes are part of the journey, but they do not define you. I define you, and I say that you are my beloved, chosen, and called for a purpose. Do not let fear hold you back from that purpose. I am calling you to step out of the shadow of fear and into the light of my love. When you walk in my love, fear has no place. You will find the courage to make decisions, to take risks, and to trust that I am with you, no matter what happens. Overcoming the fear of making another mistake is not about avoiding failure. It is about trusting that I will lead you, guide you, and redeem every step you take. Temptation often comes in subtle forms, whispering promises of pleasure, success, or relief from pain. But I am always speaking to you, gently leading you away from the temptations that seek to pull you off course. My voice is not harsh or condemning. It is soft and steady, always pointing you toward the path of life. When you feel the pull of temptation, pause and listen for my voice. I am there, speaking to your heart, reminding you of who you are and of the destiny I have for you. Temptation may seem powerful, but my voice is stronger. I will never leave you to face temptation alone. I am always providing a way of escape, a way to stand firm against the forces that seek to pull you away from me. When you listen to my voice, you will find the strength to resist temptation, to stand firm in your faith, and to walk in the freedom I have given you. Do not be afraid of temptation, for I have already overcome the world. My spirit within you is greater than any force that comes against you. When you listen to my voice, you will find peace, strength, and the ability to resist the temptations that come your way. Trust in me, and I will lead you away from the snares of the enemy and into the fullness of life. Trusting in my timing is one of the greatest acts of faith you can offer. The world often tells you to rush, to seize the moment, to act now before the opportunity passes. But I am not bound by time as you are. I see the beginning and the end, and I know the perfect timing for everything in your life. Trusting in my timing means believing that I am working all things together for your good, even when it seems like nothing is happening. My timing is perfect, even when it feels slow to you. I am never late, and I am never early. I am always right on time. When you trust in my timing, you are saying that you believe in my wisdom, my sovereignty, and my love for you. You are saying that you believe I know what is best for you, and that I will bring it to pass at the right moment. Waiting for my timing is not easy, but it is always worth it. When you rush ahead, you may miss the blessings I have prepared for you. But when you wait on me, you will find that my timing is perfect, that every delay was for a purpose, and that the blessings I have for you are greater than you could have imagined. Trust in my timing, and you will see that I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have made to you. Faith is the key that unlocks the door to truth. When you walk by faith, you begin to see the world through my eyes. You see beyond the surface, beyond the temporary circumstances, and you begin to understand the deeper truths of my kingdom. Faith opens your eyes to the reality of my presence, my power, and my purpose for your life. It allows you to see the truth of who you are in me and of the destiny I have prepared for you. Without faith, it is easy to be blinded by fear, doubt, and the lies of the enemy. But when you choose to walk in faith, you begin to see clearly. Faith is not about ignoring reality. It is about seeing a greater reality, the reality of my promises and my power at work in your life. When you walk by faith, you begin to see the truth that I am always with you, that I am always working for your good, and that my plans for you are greater than you can imagine. Faith is the lens through which you can see the truth. It allows you to discern my will, to recognize my voice, and to walk in the fullness of the life I have for you. So choose to walk by faith, and let it open your eyes to the truth of who I am and who you are in me. When you rely solely on your own strength, you are setting yourself up for failure. Your strength, though valuable, is limited, but my strength is limitless, and I offer it to you freely. The mistake of trusting only in your own strength is one that leads to exhaustion, frustration, and ultimately, defeat. I never intended for you to walk this journey alone or to carry the weight of your burdens by yourself. I am here, offering you my strength, my power, and my help. When you trust in your own strength, you are relying on something that will eventually fail you. But when you trust in me, you are relying on a source of strength that will never run dry. I am the God who gives power to the weak, who renews the strength of those who are weary. I am your ever-present help in times of trouble, and I am always ready to lift you up when you feel weak. Do not make the mistake of trusting only in yourself. Trust in me, and you will find a strength that is greater than anything you have ever known. You will find the ability to overcome challenges, to endure trials, and to walk in victory. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and when you rely on me, you will find that you are stronger than you ever thought possible. Humility is the key to receiving my help. When you humble yourself before me, acknowledging that you cannot do it all on your own, you open the door for me to move in your life in powerful ways. Pride tells you that you can handle everything on your own, that asking for help is a sign of weakness. But I tell you, humility is not weakness, it is strength. It takes great strength to admit that you need help, and I am always ready to respond to a humble heart. The humility to recognize your need for divine help is what allows me to step in and do what only I can do. I am not asking you to be perfect or to have it all together. I am asking you to come to me with your burdens, your struggles, and your fears, and to allow me to carry them for you. When you humble yourself before me, I will lift you up, I will strengthen you, and I will guide you in the way you should go. Humility is the path to true strength. When you recognize that you need my help, you will find that I am always ready to give it. I am not distant or disinterested. I am a loving Father who desires to help his children. So come to me in humility, and you will find that I am more than able to meet your needs and to lead you into the fullness of life. I often use the people around you to give you the advice and guidance you need. Do not overlook the wisdom I send through others, for I work through my people to accomplish my purposes. The advice of a trusted friend, mentor, or spiritual leader can be a gift from me, a way of guiding you in the right direction. But you must be willing to listen, to humble yourself, and to recognize that I can speak to you through the voices of others. I place people in your life for a reason. They are there to support you, to encourage you, and to offer you wisdom when you need it most. Do not be afraid to seek counsel, for in the multitude of counselors there is safety. I have given you a community for a reason, and I desire for you to walk in relationship with others, learning from their experiences and wisdom. The advice I send through others is often my way of confirming what I have already been speaking to your heart. When you hear the same message from multiple sources, take notice, for I am trying to get your attention. I use the wisdom of others to guide you, protect you, and keep you on the path of life. So listen, be open to receiving advice, and trust that I am working through the people I have placed in your life. I am the God who turns mistakes into blessings. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn into good. Even the mistakes you have made, the wrong turns you have taken, can be redeemed and transformed into something beautiful. I specialize in bringing beauty from ashes, and I am always at work, turning your mistakes into opportunities for growth, for blessing, and for my glory. Do not think that your mistakes have ruined my plans for your life. I am greater than your mistakes, and I am always working behind the scenes to bring about my purposes. What may seem like a failure to you is often the very thing I will use to bring about a hidden blessing. I see the bigger picture, and I know how to weave every part of your story into something beautiful. Trust that I am working, even in your mistakes. I am using them to shape you, to teach you, and to bring about blessings that you cannot yet see. Your mistakes do not disqualify you from my love or my plans. I am the God of redemption, and I will turn even your biggest failures into blessings that will surprise and amaze you. Trust in my ability to redeem, and watch as I turn your mistakes into hidden blessings. Mistakes are not something to be feared or avoided at all costs. They are part of your growth, part of your journey of becoming who I have called you to be. When you make a mistake, it is not the end of the story. It is an opportunity for you to learn, to grow, and to rely more fully on me. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to trust me, even in your imperfections. Each mistake you make is an opportunity for growth. It teaches you valuable lessons, deepens your understanding, and strengthens your faith. I am always at work, even in your mistakes, shaping you into the person I created you to be. Do not be afraid to make mistakes, for I am with you, guiding you, and using every experience for your good. Mistakes are not failures. They are part of the process of growth. When you bring your mistakes to me, I will use them to teach you, to refine you, and to make you stronger. Trust that I am working, even in your missteps, and know that I am always leading you toward the fullness of life I have for you. You are not defined by your past mistakes. The enemy will try to weigh you down with guilt, reminding you of every wrong choice you have made. But I tell you, you are forgiven. When you come to me in repentance, I remove your sins as far as the east is from the west. You do not have to carry the guilt of your past any longer. I am offering you freedom, freedom from guilt, shame, and regret. Guilt is a heavy burden, one that you were never meant to carry. I have already taken that burden upon myself, and I am asking you to release it. You are forgiven, and you are free. The past no longer has power over you, for I have made all things new. Do not let the enemy deceive you into believing that your mistakes define you. You are defined by my love, my grace, and my forgiveness. Step into the freedom I am offering you. Let go of the guilt of your past mistakes and walk in the newness of life I have given you. You are free, you are forgiven, and your past no longer holds you captive. Trust in my grace, and know that you are a new creation in me. When you return to the right path, hope begins to rise in your heart. No matter how far you have strayed, when you come back to me, I fill you with hope, with joy, and with a renewed sense of purpose. There is no path too far from me that I cannot guide you back, and when you return, I do not meet you with condemnation or judgment, but with open arms and a heart full of love. Hope is the gift I give you when you turn your heart back to me. It is the assurance that I am with you, that I am for you, and that I have great plans for your life. When you walk in the right path, you will find that hope begins to grow in your heart, even in the midst of challenges. I am the God of hope, and I am always filling you with hope when you trust in me. Return to the right path, and you will find that hope is waiting for you. It is a hope that does not disappoint. for it is grounded in my love, my promises, and my faithfulness. No matter what you have been through, there is always hope when you walk with me. Every choice you make has purpose, for I am a God of purpose. I am not random or haphazard in my plans for your life. I am intentional in every detail, and I am guiding you with purpose in every step you take. When you seek me in your choices, you are aligning yourself with my purposes, and you will find that every decision, even the small ones, has meaning and significance. I have a purpose for your life, and I am always at work, leading you toward that purpose. Even when you do not understand why certain things are happening, trust that I am working behind the scenes. Every choice you make is an opportunity to align yourself with my will and to walk in the fullness of the purpose I have for you. You are not here by accident. You are not making choices in a vacuum. I am with you, guiding you, and using every choice you make to fulfill my purpose for your life. Trust in my plan, and know that every decision, every step, is part of the greater purpose I have for you. I am always at work in your life, even in the small, seemingly insignificant moments. When you begin to recognize my hand in everything, you will see that I am always with you, always guiding you, always working for your good. I am not a distant God, removed from your daily life. I am intimately involved in every detail, and I am constantly revealing my presence to you if you are willing to see it. Recognizing my hand in everything requires that you slow down, that you take time to reflect on how I am working in your life. It is easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and miss the ways I am speaking to you, guiding you, and blessing you. But when you take the time to recognize my hand in everything, you will see that I am always with you, always working for your good. When you begin to recognize my hand in everything, you will find that your faith grows stronger, your trust deepens, and your relationship with me becomes more intimate. I am always at work, always guiding, always leading. Trust that I am with you in every moment, and you will see that my hand is guiding you in everything you do. In your weakness, my grace is your strength. I do not expect you to be perfect, to have it all together, or to walk this journey on your own. I know that you are human, that you will have moments of weakness, of doubt, of fear, but I want you to know that in those moments, my grace is sufficient for you. It is my grace that will strengthen you, that will carry you through, and that will give you the power to overcome every obstacle. When you feel weak, do not try to rely on your own strength. Come to me, and I will give you the grace you need. My grace is not just unmerited favor. It is my power at work in you, enabling you to do what you cannot do on your own. It is my grace that will give you the strength to endure trials, to resist temptation, and to walk in victory. Do not be afraid of your weakness, for it is in your weakness that my strength is made perfect. When you rely on my grace, you will find that you are stronger than you ever thought possible. My grace is your strength, and it is always available to you when you need it most. When you walk in my path, victory is inevitable. I am the God of victory, and when you align yourself with my will, you will experience the fullness of the victory I have for you. This does not mean that you will never face challenges or trials, but it does mean that you will always overcome. I have already won the victory for you, and when you walk in my path, you are walking in the power of that victory. Victory is not just about external success. It is about the internal peace, joy, and strength that come from walking in alignment with my will. When you walk in my path, you will find that you have the strength to overcome every obstacle, the wisdom to make the right choices, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. You are not walking this path alone. I am with you, and I am leading you to victory. Trust in the victory I have for you. It is not something you have to earn or strive for. It is a gift I have already given you. Walk in my path, and you will experience the fullness of the victory I have for you. When you make the right choice, the choice that aligns with my will, peace will fill your heart. This peace is a sign that you are walking in the right direction, that you are following my guidance, and that you are trusting in my plan. My peace is not dependent on circumstances. It is a deep, abiding peace that comes from knowing you are in my will. When you make the right choice, you will feel this peace, even if the path ahead is difficult. My peace is one of the greatest gifts I offer you. It is a peace that surpasses all understanding, one that guards your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. When you make the right choice, you will know it by the peace that fills your heart. This peace is my confirmation that you are walking in the right direction, that you are following the path I have set before you. Do not underestimate the power of my peace. It is a sign that you are in alignment with my will, and it will guide you as you move forward. When you make the right choice, my peace will fill your heart, giving you the strength, confidence, and assurance you need to walk in the fullness of my plan. In times of uncertainty, prayer is your greatest weapon. Continuous prayer keeps you connected to me, allowing you to receive the guidance, strength, and peace you need to navigate uncertain times. When you pray continuously, you are placing your trust in me, acknowledging that you do not have all the answers, but that you trust in my wisdom and my plan. Prayer is not just about asking for things, it is about staying connected to me, allowing my spirit to guide you through every decision, every challenge, and every uncertainty. When you pray, you are aligning your heart with mine, and you will find that my peace, my wisdom, and my strength will fill you, even in the midst of uncertainty. Do not stop praying in times of uncertainty. It is in these moments that prayer is most powerful, for it is through prayer that you will receive the guidance you need. I am always listening, always ready to respond, and always ready to lead you through the uncertainty. Trust in the power of continuous prayer, and you will find that I am with you every step of the way. I am the light of the world, and my light will always illuminate your next step. When you walk in my light, you will never stumble, for I will guide you with clarity, wisdom, and understanding. My light will reveal the path before you, helping you to see the obstacles, the opportunities, and the direction you should take. When you are unsure of the way forward, look to me, for I will always light your path. My light is not just for the big decisions, it is for every step you take. I desire to guide you in every aspect of your life, illuminating the way forward with my truth, my wisdom, and my love. When you walk in my light, you will see clearly, even when the world around you is filled with darkness. Trust in my light to guide you. I will never leave you to walk in the dark. I am always with you, always lighting the way, and always ready to show you the next step. When you walk in my light, you will find that your path becomes clearer, your decisions become easier, and your life becomes more aligned with my will. There will be times when you feel tired, discouraged, or unsure of whether you can keep moving forward. But I want you to know that I am with you, encouraging you every step of the way. I am your biggest supporter, your greatest advocate, and I am always cheering you on, giving you the strength and the courage to keep going. When you feel like giving up, come to me, and I will fill you with my encouragement, my peace, and my strength. I know the journey can be hard, and I know there are times when you feel weary, but I am here to remind you that you are not alone, and that you are capable of more than you think. I have placed my spirit within you, and I am empowering you to keep moving forward, even when the road is difficult. You are stronger than you know, for I am with you, giving you the strength to persevere. Do not give up. I am with you, and I am giving you the encouragement you need to keep moving forward. Trust in my strength, trust in my guidance, and know that I am with you every step of the way. You are not walking this journey alone, and I will never leave you or forsake you. Spiritual discernment is a gift that I desire to give you, and it is developed through your daily walk with me. As you spend time in my presence, reading my word, and listening to my voice, your discernment will grow. You will begin to see things clearly, to understand my will, and to make decisions that are in alignment with my purposes. Discernment is not something that comes all at once. It is developed over time, through your daily relationship with me. I am always speaking to you, always guiding you, and as you walk with me, your spiritual discernment will sharpen. You will begin to recognize my voice more clearly, to understand my ways more fully, and to see the path I have for you with greater clarity. Discernment is a gift, but it requires that you stay connected to me, that you listen to my voice, and that you trust in my guidance. Developing spiritual discernment is one of the most important things you can do in your daily walk. It will help you to navigate life's challenges, to avoid the traps of the enemy, and to walk in the fullness of the life I have for you. Trust in me, spend time in my presence, and you will find that your spiritual discernment grows stronger each day. Challenges are a part of life, but they are also an opportunity for your faith to be renewed. When you face trials, do not be discouraged, for I am with you, using these challenges to strengthen your faith and deepen your trust in me. Every challenge is an opportunity for you to rely on me more fully, to see my power at work in your life, and to grow in your relationship with me. I know that challenges are difficult, but I want you to see them as opportunities for growth. I am not asking you to face them alone. I'm with you, giving you the strength and the courage to overcome every obstacle. When you face challenges with faith, you will find that your trust in me grows stronger, your relationship with me deepens, and your faith is renewed. Every challenge is an opportunity for your faith to be renewed. Trust in me, rely on my strength, and you will find that I am with you, guiding you through every trial and renewing your faith with each step you take. I am calling you to stand firm on the path I have set before you. The world may try to pull you away, to tempt you with distractions and shortcuts, but I am calling you to stay the course, to trust in my plan, and to stand firm in your faith. I know that the journey is not always easy, but I am with you, giving you the strength and the courage to stand firm, even when the road is difficult. Standing firm requires that you trust in me, that you rely on my strength, and that you remain faithful to the path I have set before you. I am with you, guiding you, and supporting you every step of the way. When you stand firm in your faith, you will find that I am always faithful, always working for your good, and always leading you toward the fullness of life. Do not be swayed by the distractions of the world. Stand firm in your faith, trust in my plan, and know that I am with you, giving you the strength to persevere and the courage to keep moving forward. The world is full of traps, distractions, and temptations that seek to pull you away from the path I have set before you. But I am offering you my wisdom that will protect you, guide you, and keep you on the right path. When you seek my wisdom, you will be able to see the traps of the enemy clearly, and you will have the discernment to avoid them. My wisdom is a gift, one that I freely offer to you. It is through my wisdom that you will be able to navigate the challenges of life, avoid the pitfalls of the world, and stay on the path of life. When you rely on my wisdom, you will find that you are protected from the snares of the enemy, and that you are able to walk in the fullness of the life I have for you. Trust in my wisdom, and you will find that I am always guiding you, protecting you, and leading you away from the traps of the world. My wisdom is your greatest protection, and it is always available to you when you seek it. One of the greatest mistakes you can make is to stray from intimacy with me. When you allow the busyness of life, the distractions of the world, or the cares of this life to pull you away from your relationship with me, you are missing out on the most important part of your life. Intimacy with me is the foundation of everything. It is through this intimacy that you receive guidance, strength, and the peace you need to navigate life's challenges. Do not allow anything to pull you away from your relationship with me. I desire to be close to you, to walk with you, to guide you in every aspect of your life. When you stray from intimacy with me, you are opening the door for confusion, frustration, and weariness. But when you stay close to me, you will find that I am always ready to lead you, to guide you, and to fill you with my peace. Do not make the mistake of straying from intimacy with me. Stay close, spend time in my presence, and you will find that everything else falls into place. Intimacy with me is the key to a life of peace, joy, and purpose. There is great beauty in reconnecting with my purpose for your life. No matter how far you have strayed, no matter how many mistakes you have made, I am always ready to welcome you back and to guide you back to the path of life. When you reconnect with my purpose, you will find that your heart is filled with joy, peace, and a renewed sense of direction. Reconnecting with my purpose is not just about finding your way back. It is about realigning your heart with mine, about stepping into the fullness of the life I have for you. I have great plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. When you reconnect with my purpose, you are stepping into the destiny I have prepared for you. There is great beauty in reconnecting with my purpose, for it is a reminder that you are never too far gone, never beyond my reach. I am always ready to guide you back to the path of life, and when you walk in my purpose, you will find joy, peace, and fulfillment beyond measure. I am the God of restoration, and I am able to restore everything that was lost. No matter how much has been taken from you, no matter how much you feel you have lost, I am able to restore it all. I am the God who redeems, who restores, and who makes all things new. When you trust in me, you will find that I am able to bring restoration to every area of your life. Restoration is not just about getting back what was lost. It is about receiving even more than you had before. I am able to restore your peace, your joy, your relationships, and your purpose. What was once broken, I am able to make whole. What was once lost, I am able to restore. Trust in me, and you will see that I am the God of restoration, able to redeem even the darkest of situations. Do not despair over what was lost. I am able to restore it all, and even more. I am working behind the scenes, bringing restoration, healing, and renewal to every area of your life. Trust in my power to restore, and you will see that I am able to make all things new. My love is your anchor in every storm. No matter what you are going through, no matter how difficult the circumstances, my love is constant, unchanging, and unshakable. When you feel overwhelmed by the storms of life, come to me, and you will find that my love is the anchor that holds you steady, the refuge that protects you, and the strength that carries you through. The storms of life are inevitable, but they do not have to shake you. When you are anchored in my love, you will find peace, even in the midst of the storm. My love is your foundation, your strength, and your protection. It is my love that will carry you through every trial, every challenge, and every difficulty. Do not be afraid of the storms, for I am with you, and my love will never fail. Trust in my love, and you will find that it is the anchor that holds you steady, the refuge that keeps you safe, and the strength that carries you through every storm. There is great glory in reaching the destination I have prepared for you. The journey may be long and the road may be difficult, but the destination is worth every step. I have great plans for you, and I am leading you to a place of peace, joy, and fulfillment. When you reach the destination I have prepared for you, you will see the fullness of my promises, the realization of my plans, and the glory of my presence in your life. The destination I have for you is not just about external success. It is about walking in the fullness of my purpose for your life. It is about living in alignment with my will, experiencing the joy of my presence, and walking in the blessings I have stored up for you. When you reach this destination, you will see that every trial, every challenge, and every step of the journey was worth it. Trust in the journey, and trust that I am leading you to a glorious destination. The plans I have for you are good, and the future I have prepared for you is filled with hope, peace, and joy. Keep walking, keep trusting, and you will see the glory of the destination I have prepared for you. As you look back on your journey, you will find that there is much to be grateful for. Every lesson you have learned, every trial you have overcome, every blessing you have received is a gift from me. Gratitude is the key to unlocking joy, for when you are grateful, you are recognizing my hand at work in your life, even in the difficult times. The lessons you have learned along the way have shaped you, strengthened you, and prepared you for the future I have for you. Be grateful for every experience, for every moment, for every step of the journey. I have been with you through it all, guiding you, teaching you, and blessing you in ways you may not even realize. Gratitude will fill your heart with joy, for it is in recognizing my goodness that you will find peace, contentment, and a deep sense of fulfillment. Be grateful for every lesson learned along the way, for they have prepared you for the glorious future I have in store for you. Your journey may have brought you to a certain destination, but it is not the end. It is the beginning of a new mission. Every journey with me leads to new opportunities, new assignments, and new adventures. The end of one chapter is the beginning of another, and I am calling you to step into this new season with faith, courage, and trust. The journey you have walked has prepared you for the mission I am now calling you to. You have learned, you have grown, and now you are ready to step into the fullness of the purpose I have for you. This is not the end. It is a new beginning, a new opportunity to walk with me, to serve me, and to experience the joy of fulfilling the mission I have given you. Trust in me as you step into this new season. I am with you, guiding you, and leading you into the next chapter of your journey. The best is yet to come, and I am excited for the future I have prepared for you. Keep walking with me, and you will see that this is just the beginning of the incredible plans I have for your life.